We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Coming out with it, it's Evans. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Calls his own number. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Taylor wants to throw it. And it's incomplete on third down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes it on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it set up on the outside. So the third down screen just gets torn apart, and they'll get nothing.
And I get it. I get a screen on third down. You're expecting pressure, try to run the screen right behind it, but the defense did a really good job. You could tell they saw it, made a great individual play, breaking on the football, getting the running back on the ground.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Taylor wants to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught in the backfield, it's Evans. At midfield, he's got room. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Got a man, it's Thompson. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver going in motion. Taylor wants to throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Reed. Finds his man, it's Bussey. Brings into the open. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Back to pass, it's Reed. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Sets up the screen. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Taylor wants to throw. The screen, and watch out. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after him. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Touch pass on the run. Nice move to keep running. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Mississippi State right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again. This time a rather long one from 46 yards out. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
And that's a nice end to this 1st half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Goes to the option. The pitch. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The give to the back. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. There he goes. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Good awareness.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Davis. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's got it. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Just going to keep it after the snap.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Handoff to the single running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around midfield. On the option. Now the toss. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Miles through the defense. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He got a step and just dusted the field. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Dropping back, it's Reed. Makes the catch. It's Concepcion.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, We understand the situation. We need a touchdown. We need a two-point conversion. But you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent. Plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Take what the defense gives you.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Using his legs, it's Moss. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The Aggies in the hurry up. Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that fourth down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by one possession.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Yeah, and it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays and you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get first downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
Handoff to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And man, this is a big third down coming up. What is this offense going to lean on? They've tried the run. They've tried the pass. Hasn't been great. They've got to put something together here trailing in the fourth quarter.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the tight end. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to pass, it's Reed. With the catch, it's Wilson. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice. An anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Owens. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. He caught it! They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Smashes through the tackle. He's at the 20. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0.